there is something that you are going to hear on the outside of your life, and something is going to make you, oh my God, worried a little bit. Maybe you're going to, I don't know, maybe you're going to be outside somewhere literally, and then you hear some kind of information that it's really kind of going to make sense, something really ludicrous, something really crazy you're going to hear. And it's to do with an information, it's to do with the outside world. It's not to do with your life, but it's to do with an outside world. But that particular information that you're going to become aware of, you also may become aware of, like maybe you're going to hear this on TV, maybe you're going to hear, maybe you're going to read this on the internet or something like that. But something is really kind of going to open your eyes, something crazy you're going to hear, and it's somehow going to like kind of make you worry a little bit about yourself and about your future. But please don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? It's not going to be like, oh my God, the end of the world. Well, hopefully no. No, it's like just basically this information, to be quite honest with you. You know, lots of people would say that this is something really crazy, but because you're so open-minded and you're so intuitive, you're so psychic, you will be able to feel that this information, it is crazy, but then again, at the same time, this is going to make an absolute perfect sense to you whatsoever. And you know what? It's going to bring the best out in you. So the bottom line here is not like a scary information about the outside world, blah, 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 but it's more about what exactly is going to be triggered within you, my gorgeous Libra, because now suddenly you are going to be reminded of exactly what do you want to do. You will be reminded of your major plan, and if this doesn't give you energy and vavavoom, you know, to go for it, I don't know what will. It's not about the scary information, but it's the moment of your personal liberation you're literally going to have. Why? Not only you're going to be reminded of your own plan. This is one of the most powerful moments of readjustments you're going to have. Not only you're going to be reminded of your own plan in life, my gorgeous Libra, like almost immediately, but there is some kind of a bold move you're also going to make. And this is why I'm getting so excited, because there is some kind of a bold move you're going to make, some kind of a risk you're going to take, you're going to decide to take. And this risk, it's like a blessing to you. This risk is going to be blessing in disguise. Whatever you find risky, you need to understand that this is also like a spiritual key. This is going to be like a key, like this powerful spiritual key given to you to unlock the door that have been like, oh my God, at the back of your mind, knocking, someone was knocking on your door. Your subconscious self, baby, your higher self was knocking on this door at the back of your mind for absolute ages. I mean, for at least 2 or 3 years. I'm not being funny. Only now you're going to be reminded of what exactly this is. It's about an ongoing plan in your life, my gorgeous Libra, but it's also to do with this particular specific destination you are indeed going to need, going to be like kind of focusing towards. And there is going to be a major beautiful idea you're also gonna have on top of that as well. Right at the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Libra, something is really gonna inspire you. So beautiful. There is something you're gonna see, this inspiration, and there is something really specific you will be able to connect to when it comes to this inspiration. And for the first time in your life, you will connect to something you will want to explore. You never connected to this before, and as soon as you kind of start exploring this and finding out more about it, the more connected to it you're gonna feel. And this is a really powerful sign and a powerful omen in itself, my gorgeous Libra. And on top of all that, there are going to be signs all over in terms of synchronicities, like, oh my God, pay attention to the numbers 777, 444 and 111. Any combination of these numbers you see right at the beginning of this week, you need to understand that as soon as you see these numbers, there is an important information you're going to become aware of, an important information like which is really going to be part of your sacred guidance. an important information. It's going to remind you this time of something that you really need to deal with immediately. These numbers are going to be like your, if you see these numbers, this is going to be one of the greatest reminders of you, for you to understand that very soon after, there is something you're going to remember. Something you're going to remember that you need to kind of immediately do something about, something that you forgot about. And when you're reminded of what this is, my gorgeous Libra, you're going to be like, oh my God. And this is also a great sign that your life, it's going to be, you will be so much happier when you deal with this aspect of your life that you are indeed going to be reminded of. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Libra, you see, by the time you get to the mid part of this week, you know, you need to be careful about this particular person. Maybe somebody is gonna, maybe you will want to sign something. Maybe you're gonna need to sign something. But, you know, I know that there are some kind of a documents or something that you're gonna be dealing with at around the midweek. There are some kind of documents or something you're going to need to be dealing with, and this is going to be important because I need you to understand that whichever documents you're dealing with, you need to kind of read fully. There is something that you're going to prepare to start. There is something that you're going to prepare to sign. But I don't want you to rush into it. I don't want you to rush into it because at this stage of your life and at that moment in time when you do want to sign this and start this, you still don't know one specific information. There is an important information that you really kind of missed out on. Because that particular information is going to change everything, to be quite honest with you. And I cannot tell you what this is exactly, but it's going to be really important because your eyes are going to open at this moment in time. Your eyes are going to be open, my gorgeous Libra, and this is why this is going to be so significant, because at the same time, I don't want you to start something which is kind of going to not only make this situation where you're going to find it very difficult to get out of it later on, but you would start something that you would go backwards with your life because it's connected to an old karma. It's connected to you wanting to do something for so long and the time has passed and now you grew into a different person and this is like way behind you. I really hope this is not confusing, my gorgeous Libra, but it is ever so important. By the time you get by the time you get to the last part of this week, let me tell you that, my goodness, like another powerful omen you are going to have. This powerful omen you are going to have at around the end of this week. It's going to come in the form of some kind of a bird. Okay? Somehow there is a certain bird you're going to see at around the end of this week, and trust me, this bird is going to get your attention whether you like this or not. This bird, it's either going to be really beautiful, either it's going to be really cute, either it's going to be abnormally big, or either it's going to be abnormally small. However, this bird is going to get your attention. Okay? This, you know, most certainly. And this in itself is going to be a really powerful omen that something bad and negative and boring and horrible in your life, it's about to come to an end. But first of all, you are gonna need to make an important adjustment immediately. So this is what you're going to understand. Maybe I should have said, like, as soon as you become aware of this bird as a good omen, as a really powerful omen, you will somehow immediately know which adjustment do you need to make. Okay? You will immediately know which adjustment do you need to make. And you know, maybe if you're thinking about it now, you will just not get it. But then at the time when this happens, you need to understand that you're going to find yourself in a completely different element within completely different dimension. And this is why you will be able to reflect on things differently. this adjustment that you are going to make, it's also going to be so, you will know which adjustment in your life you need to make. And this is also going to be really important. You know why? Because it's going to be very, very soon after that moment in time, it's going to be leading towards such a mind-blowing and successful negotiation, you know. And this negotiation is going to be so brilliant. And this negotiation is really connected to your life in general, to you being able to kind of make an amazing lifestyle choice. This is going to give you a reason to celebrate, my gorgeous Libra. It's going to give you a reason to party. Seriously. Wow. So now, my gorgeous Libra, I'm just going to see what is going to be a tarot card of the week. My gorgeous Libra, let's just see what is going to be your tarot card of the week. Oh, this is the beginning of a beautiful change in your life, my gorgeous Libra. There is no doubt about it. And also at the same time, do you know what? You are going to have this unusual experience. Everything that I said so far, this is not connected to this. This is on its own, you know. You are going to have an enlightening experience. Something really beautiful is going to happen. Something spiritual, something beautiful, something enlightening, you know. And at the same time, you will know that this is the beginning of this change in your life. And you're going to feel like finally, the beginning of a change. This is not when the full change is going to happen. Oh my God, your life is going to be completely different. No, baby, no. This is the beginning of an amazing change in your life, but there is a very specific and quite big compromise, you know, you are going to need to make. That's when you need to remember there is an important sacrifice that you're going to need to make. To be quite honest with you, I don't even see this as a sacrifice anymore, because it's to do with your old life. That, you know, that no longer serves you. Is to do with things that have come to an end. But only now you are going to be able to realize this. Hello, my gorgeous people. Just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions. And the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful. You see, lots of people don't realize how powerful blue topaz actually is, especially when it comes to activating your third psychic eye. Yes, lots of people do not realize how significant and how powerful blue topaz actually is, because once we activate our third psychic eye, we start to understand things we never understood before. We kind of elevate ourselves both spiritually and mentally as well. This in itself, it's ever so important when it comes to understanding so much about ourselves in general, understanding so much about this life in general. You know, it really helps you to go through and to go forward in life with a completely kind of deeper, with a completely different understanding, much deeper, much more spiritual, much more serene when it comes to things that have been kind kind of bringing you down, when it comes to things that have been scaring you, when it comes to things that have been draining your energy in general, all this stops when you wear blue topaz. Why? Because you see things differently. And because it activates your third psychic eye. You elevate yourself to the point where you see literally every single aspect in your life in a completely different light. So why is this so important? Well, it's important when it comes to you progressing in life and making the most out of life, but it's also ever so important when it comes to you protecting your precious energy. It helps you to protect your precious energy as well, and this is why it's so significant. I mean, look at this. Absolutely stunning, my gorgeous people. And this is a handmade sterling silver bracelet. Okay, handmade sterling silver gate bracelet. It's 7.5 inches long and it's 10 millimeter wide, so that is quite wide. And of course, this is like a really high quality blue topaz crystalline, and this is something that I would highly recommend you to wear, my gorgeous people. And blue topaz also allow you to channel your inner wisdom and find a perfect pathway to successful opportunities, and to be quite honest with you, like anyone who wears this will embrace will embrace their authentic self and trust, you will trust your own power, and you will most certainly, do things in life that are gonna bring you success in general. You tend to make the right decisions when you wear these powerful crystals. So whether these decisions are like when it comes to your life in general, when it comes to your emotions, when it comes to your success, when it comes to your career, when it comes to money, it does help you quite a lot, to make the right decision, because it grounds you. It grounds you in a really specific way. Can you imagine how powerful this crystal is when on one hand it activates your third psychic eye, therefore you elevate, you become so spiritual like never before, but then on another hand it's also very powerful when it comes to grounding at the same time, when it comes to you recentering yourself at the same time. And this is why, because you don't worry about things that you shouldn't be worrying about, and very often as well people don't realize how draining this is on our overall energy, and we are not able to get in our life, to the certain stage, as quick as we actually could. So it really is ever so important when it comes to you realigning yourself like instantly as soon as you put this on, my gorgeous people. I really highly suggest you to get this beautiful blue topaz handmade bracelet for yourself, or you can buy it for somebody else if you think that somebody else can benefit from it. Why wouldn't you buy it for them? It's absolutely beautiful. And the link to buy this gorgeous bracelet, my gorgeous people, it's going to be in the description below, or I'm also going to pin the actual link on top of the comment section as well. But it is a rather beautiful bracelet, and of course I only have few of these in stock now.